Hello and welcome to Records Quick Spin. Instead of your regularly scheduled Records episode this week, because we didn't film it and we did not review Good Morning Restrained by Magna Carta Cartel, I'm making this extra long and different Quick Spin. Today we're going to be taking a look at the entire discography of one Lana Del Rey. So starting with Born to Die, her first feature-length album, came out in 2012, and it's on 4 sides, 2 LPs. After her sort of burst onto the scene with video games and her singles and some of her old albums in the past, May Jailer's Sirens is actually Lana Del Rey. And then she went under Elizabeth Grant, Lizzie Grant, different names before finally landing on and getting traction with Lana Del Rey. Born to Die has 14 tracks. Born to Die, Off to the Races, Blue Jeans, Video Games, Diet Mountain Dew, National Anthem, Dark Paradise, Radio, Carmen, $1 Million Man, Summertime Sadness, This Is What Makes Us Girls. And I did include the bonus tracks on this one without You, Lolita, and Lucky Ones because I actually knew them and because they were included on the vinyl. And on the other vinyl albums, they are not included, the bonus tracks. So going just based off what is on the vinyl, I give it 9 out of 14. For Born to Die, gets a point. Blue Jeans, Diet Mountain Dew, National Anthem, Dark Paradise, Radio, Carmen, Summertime Sadness, all get a point. Off to the Races, I just think it's kind of an ugly song. Video Games, I never really liked it. $1 Million Man, This Is What Makes Us Girls, Without You, and Lucky Ones, I don't even know them, and I don't have a desire to. Is that bad? Probably. But let's take a look at the inside on the cover. You can see her bra, which is pretty hot, actually. You got a nice gatefold photo of Lana, and it's just on standard black vinyl from what I remember. And I thought there was an insert, but I am not seeing one. So for first album, it was great. This was obviously the first thing I had heard of her, and it grew on me. When I first heard Lana Del Rey, I'll be honest, her style and all that stuff, I was not a fan of it. Because I first heard National Anthem, and it's kind of rap. It's not really, but it's not very traditional singing. It's more rap. It's monotone, I guess. It's just one really. It's more talking. It's more rap. Fuck. So it eventually grew on me, and I grew to love Born to Die so much. And then she followed it up with more of an EP. Paradise, which only has 8 songs, which is why it's more of an EP. Ride, American, Cola, Body Electric, Blue Velvet, Gods and Monsters, Yayo, and Bel Air. There's no gatefold on this, and I just farted. But Paradise is her worst album, in my opinion. If you can include it as a full album, it also came out in 2012, I believe. Yes. It also came out in 2012, but after Born to Die, with some of her older tracks. Yayo, I know, was on one of her earlier albums as well. But I only gave this a 4 out of 8 for Ride, Cola, Body Electric, and Gods and Monsters, which are some of my favorite Lana Del Rey songs anyway. But overall, the album is just kind of boring. I don't like Bel Air, I don't like Yayo, I don't like Americana, or American, or what the fuck is it even called? Yeah, I don't like American, I don't like Bel Air. They're just not good songs. So then, I was listening to those songs on repeat. I kind of went out of my Lana Del Rey phase and into another phase when she released the Mecca, Ultraviolence. Now this was out in 2014, but she had done some singles and some movie soundtrack work, which I'm not including in this review because I don't have them on vinyl, or I don't even know if they exist on vinyl. But so when she released this, the only singles that she had released were West Coast, Brooklyn Baby, and Brooklyn, or Shades of Cool, I believe. Maybe Ultraviolence. But the second I heard it, I knew this was her best album. There's 11 tracks. Cruel World, Ultraviolence, Shades of Cool, Brooklyn Baby, West Coast, Sad Girl, Pretty When You Cry, Money, Power, Glory, Fucked My Way Up to the Top, Old Money, and The Other Woman. I never understood why they would blur this out when it's not bleeped in the song. It is Fucked My Way Up to the Top. I guess in case a child picks this up, they don't see the F word. God forbid. This is hands down her best album. 100% 11 out of 11. Great fucking album. There's not a single bad song on it. From the first listen, even to today, I've loved every single fucking song on it. So no matter what she would release next, it would already not be as good. But she immediately released that she was working on Honeymoon, her fourth and most recent studio album. So after Ultraviolence, which gets an 11 out of 11, Honeymoon had big shoes to fill. They released the title track as a single. They released, they released High by the Beach and Music to Watch Boys To as the 3 singles before the album came out. And they were all fucking fantastic. Each one after the other, was just fucking fantastic. A great follow-up to Ultraviolence. And the thing that I liked about the singles was that they all had a different feel. Honeymoon was like that slow, like, eerie, beautiful, song. High by the Beach was a more electric pop song. And Music to Watch Boys To was just stylistically and artistically amazing. Fucking beautiful. And so when the album came out, I had a midnight listening party with Royal Nicholas Benton. And we listened to all 14 songs. Honeymoon, Music to Watch Boys To, Terrence Loves You. Oh, that was another single, which was fucking beautiful. God Knows I Tried, High by the Beach, Freak, Art Deco, Burnt Norton, Religion, Salvatore, The Blackest Day, 24, Swan Song, and Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood. Like on Ultraviolence, she covered an old blues and jazz staple. On Ultraviolence, it was The Other Woman, one of the best songs on the album. And on Honeymoon, it was Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood, another one of the best songs on the album. But overall, if it wasn't for the Burnt Norton interlude, which is just her reading a poem, it would have also scored a 100 out of 100, or 14 out of 14. So instead, it gets 13 out of 14 for 92%. But Honeymoon and Ultraviolence are, I would say, statistically tied. Ultraviolence is the best of her albums. I think the other 3 have a more electronic pop sound, which is fine. And it's great, and it works well for her. But Ultraviolence has a more emotional, orchestral, even if it's fake, even if it's an electric, not real orchestra, the orchestral on Ultraviolence is beautiful. The lyrics, the emotions, the melodies, the harmonies, it's all fucking gorgeous. So overall, on her 4 albums, Lana Del Rey has released 47 songs, and of all of those tracks, it has 37 out of 47 points. So for all 4 albums, she gets a 78% total, which I think is a good success rate for an artist, because sometimes, you get one good album, and that's it. And at least for Lana Del Rey, she's had 4 very, very good albums, and I look forward to seeing what she releases in the future. This is, just for, 3 years of her career, from 2012 to 2015, to have this many great albums and great tracks and unforgettable music is wonderful. I think she's one of the best that we've got right now. And I think she's very unique in her sound and her lyrics and her emotions. And I just can't wait to see what else comes from Lana Del Rey. So I highly recommend all 4 albums, more so Ultraviolence and Honeymoon, but Born to Die definitely needs to be in your collection. And if you're going to get all 3, you might as well get Paradise. So if you're a records collector, or if you're into electric pop music, or whatever it is, or if you like Lana Del Rey, I highly recommend picking these up on vinyl. You won't regret it. They're beautiful, beautiful copies. And I did a full review of Honeymoon. We did a full review of Honeymoon on RECIDS, the main show, so I'll leave a link to that in the description. It was actually the first episode of RECIDS. And who knows? Maybe we'll dive into more of these later, but I think that about does it for this quick spin of records. Tune in next week.
Should we go?